Hey guys, welcome back to my cooking channel. I thought tonight I'd do something a little different and we could make a dinner. So tonight we're making soup. And I know what you're thinking, soup is not a meal, which is actually, people say it is, people say it isn't, whatever. But this soup is gonna have tons of protein in it. So it could be a meal, it could be a side, you could have it with toast, you could have it with chicken on the side, however you want to decide. Okay, so we're gonna start with the ingredients. Today we're doing a little bit more organized ingredients first. So this soup, what kind of soup is it? It's orange soup. And the secret about orange soup is it doesn't contain any oranges. Common misconception. So first we're gonna start with our super orange vegetables. This we'll get to. So we have sweet potatoes. This isn't the actual amounts. Whatever ends up fitting in the pot is what's gonna go into it, but get your veggies out. We have some sweet potatoes. We have some carrots. You could do more carrots. I don't have that many carrots, and this is squash. And then the secret to my recipe is that I also put orange lentils in it. I think these are called red lentils, but they're clearly orange. And then also I put white beans. Okay, so that's the end of like the orange section. Now we enter the white section. So there's actually some white things in here, 3 white things. First we have white beans. Any type of white beans, you can put any type of beans, like also any type of lentils. You can put anything you want in the soup. And then we have one, I think they're actually called yellow onions, one yellow onion, but again, if you look at it, it's white. Okay, the next step is to just cut up your veggies and then we're gonna put them in the pot. Now, some people like to peel their sweet potatoes. I personally am not of that kvutsa. I leave them whole. And then with this thing, I don't know exactly what your version of squash is, but I actually find that the easiest way to do this is to peel off the skin, or you can like cut it, but that's kind of hard. So I'm gonna peel this, cut it up into small pieces. And the trick is to cut everything as small as you can without like driving yourself crazy, because then it cooks the fastest. And the soup can be ready like actually in like 40 minutes, less, 30 minutes. Okay, so we've successfully cut up all the vegetables, and this is what all of our orange vegetables look like in the pot. So we have the sweet potato, the carrots, and the squash, and the onion is still left out because we're gonna saute it and then add it once everything is kind of like cooking already, so that it like maintains its sauteed onion flavor. You just take oil and you just like add 4 tablespoons. Now we're just gonna cover this and just like let it cook, just the veggies in the oil for like a few minutes while we cut up the onion and get it ready to saute. This step is easy peasy, just dice your onion or slice it however you wanna prep your onion, it doesn't matter. It's all getting zhuzhed in the end anyway. So here I just have a pan with some oil and salt, and I'm just gonna take that, put it on the fire, and just add the onions. And then to saute them, you just like mix them around with the spatula until they become translucent and a little bit crispy looking. Okay, so I might have forgotten to mention it in the ingredients section, but you might have seen it on screen, is we have a can of coconut milk. And if you really don't like coconut, then don't add it, but it adds like such a subtle flavor, it's really worth it. So just open your can of coconut cream, right? Yeah, coconut cream. So make sure it's not hot. Oh yeah, yes. Okay, now add it to your veggies. Okay, so now we're gonna add the spices. And the thing is like I wanna garner a little bit of spice independence with my viewers here, and that like it doesn't really matter what spices you add as long as you add spices. Like I don't have any measurements, but I'm just gonna like, this is cumin. I'm just gonna put like, no, I need more than that. I'm just gonna put like, yeah, like that much. And then what is this? Oregano. That was a lot. Black pepper, you can like never go wrong. Just like keep doing things like that. I have some umami. This is like crazy. Whoever's coming from America soon, please bring me more of this. That just like go crazy. Herbamere. I always forget if I also add salt when I add herbamere, but I think I will. I'll taste it. This is thyme. Oh, it's not open yet. I don't need any thyme. This is garlic. I don't like, ooh. This is, and then this is also from Trader Joe's, but I'm almost done with it. It's the 24 seasoning spice. Is that 24, 21 seasoning? 3 spices come out of nowhere. And then just like, yeah, I'll show you how seasoned it looks. Wait. Like, I'm telling you, don't be afraid of the spices. If Mrs. Rosenfeld taught us anything, it's that the only thing we have to our name is chachos nashem. So if you're not using that here, you're worthless. Okay, now just keep an eye on your onions until they're done and then take them off the stove. Mine are almost done. And then just put the top back on in your soup and just let it cook. It takes maybe like 20 minutes and then the veggies get soft and then we're gonna zhuzh it with the immersion blender. And we're gonna add the beans and the onions. And I'm telling you, this is the ideal time to clean up. Because if not, then you're left like wanting to eat and then you have to clean up and that is not how to play the game. So this is the perfect time while your soup is cooking. I forgot to say you should add the lentils now while it's boiling. And you could add as many lentils as you want. You could also rinse them if you want. I think people do that. You can also check them if you want. I think people do that. But whenever your heart desires, add your lentils. But preferably in this step. I am gonna add a little bit of water to mine because I'm seeing that it's not like covering all the vegetables. You're gonna want like your whatever liquid you have in there to cover all your vegetables. So I'm just gonna add about, I had like 3/4 of a can of water, but it just depends on like how much veggies, what the ratio you end up with is, and like also how thick you want your soup. You can always add more liquid after you immersion blend it if it's too thick. Okay, so once your vegetables have gotten all soft, I recommend actually taking it off the fire for this part. So I washed and rinsed my beans, so now you're just gonna add your beans to your mixture. You could do the whole pot, whole can, half can, whatever your heart desires. Oops. Okay, this is the only dangerous part. Parental guidance advised, but now you're gonna take the immersion blender and just go at it until it's all blended. You should also add your sauteed onions. Mine ended up looking like this, perfect. And check it out, the soup is all done. So now is the best part. You just grab a bowl and you get to have dinner. And your dinner's all ready and you made it yourself. Look how perfect. Baruch Hashem. Hoodie, how's the soup? It is just, oh my God, divine.